I'm curious now about coaches. And I guess, first of all, an open question, what makes for a great coach?
Yeah, thank you. I mean, we're all different, I think. So just like with leadership, you have a great individuality and a moment by moment looking for, being the best coach. So it's very much moment by moment. But I think what I've seen around me and within myself sometimes is you need to be relatable. So you need to be easy to speak with. It's good to have chemistry sessions and then win the assignment by being nice. So you need to be relatable and nice. Although that's maybe not yet coaching, but it is important, I think. And then the next thing would be the opposite for me. The fact that you can be frank, direct, challenging. So you use the niceness to really express yourself and bring in some grit or some difference or some thoughtfulness of your own. So further on in the relationship, it is love and fear, and I've wrote about that as well. So you have fear in every conversation because something is presented that's not resolved and that's difficult. So you have fear. Also on the side of the coach, there's the fear, can I help? Can I possibly, understand this and be of use? And gradually over time, as you sit together, the fear diminishes, and behind the fear, the love sort of emerges. And you both bask in the warmth of that. And you come up with ideas. And that's where the insights begin to percolate or multiply. And so in our case, we are very interested in personality. We know lots of dimensions, and we know about the science of personality and how it's measured and what we know, what we don't know. I think that helps to inform you when you sit with a leader. And, you pick up that the leader talks an awful lot about themselves, for example, and uses the I a lot and no we. And then you think, oh, is this a bit of a slightly narcissistic trait? Or, without using that term, you might then challenge on the I that the leader uses so much, or the fact that they see so many good, helpful talents in themselves, but they kind of denigrate a little bit the talents of their team. You can, with your knowledge of certain personality, you can pick that up and maybe play it back.
Is it important, do you think, that someone has got experience of being a leader, for example, if they're working with leaders, to understand something about the context in which leadership plays out? I'm curious.
Yeah, I think it does help with your entry into the work. So you mentioned yourself credibility, and I think that's a very important criterion for coaches to get into work. So I often get questions around that in my first interviews. Questions usually around, do you know my business? Have you worked for our company before? Do you know the market that I'm in? Do you know the country I operate from? And quite often the honest answer is no, I don't know these things. But if you can then fall back on knowing something similar or having had a senior leadership position yourself, really facilitates entry, I think. I see that a lot. So credibility. This has also been researched in terms of, what are factors influencing coaching effectiveness or output of coaching. And credibility is one of them that I've seen in several papers having a significant impact. But, I haven't had any senior leadership role in my past. So you can also become a coach without having that. And the credibility aspect is maybe more for your entry, for being accepted in the beginning when somebody doesn't know you yet. I think once your client gets to know you and value you a little, they wonder less about your credibility.